Supplementary training part 3, still on the subject. Okay, this involves a piece of bamboo with a little bit of soft stuff on the ends. These are just foam grips that I put on the end so that if I do drop the stick, it's not going to hurt the floor. Okay, and all we're going to do, we're not going to hit each other with these sticks. It's all for eye to hand to foot coordination, which we need a lot of in martial arts. And all we have to do is balance this stick on the end of 2 fingers. You might find to start with, some people are more comfortable balancing it on the palm, but eventually you'll get so that you can balance it on 1 finger or 2 fingers. That's all we're going to do. And what you do is look at the top of it to get your information where the stick's going. So if you think about it, your brain is going to make 3 or 4 decisions in a second to keep that balancing like that. It looks stationary, but if I kept it stationary, it's going to go over. So my mind is probably making 4 decisions in a second to keep that looking like it's effortless, like it's stationary. So eye to hand, that's the first thing we're going to get. So put it where you feel comfortable. Put your arm right down. A lot of people start up here and their shoulders ache and they won't get it. Put your arm right down, relax your arm. Don't worry if you drop it. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Make mistakes and you'll learn by them. So I'm looking at the top and I'm taking my information in about where the stick's going to go. Okay, so there I am, I'm looking at the top, and what your first thing to do is to get it so that your body's stationary and the stick is. At first you might find that you're doing this and you're moving your feet to go with the stick. That's okay, that's how we all start. But eventually you've got to move your hand to compensate for the stick overbalancing, not your feet. And it's such a little bit that you're moving wherever you have to move it, that in the end it looks like my hand and the stick are just about still. Okay, now you get that, you can pass it over to the other hand, you can get that on both hands to start with, where the body's not moving and the stick's not moving. Okay. Eventually you pass it over like that. Did you see me jump up the stick into the other hand? That's another thing you can practice, jumping up the stick and balancing it again. So you get the balance, I'm stationary. Now I'm in control of the stick. So if I want it to go forward, I'm going to point it slightly forward and I walk forward as far as you like to. I've only got 3 steps space and then backwards. So you're in control. One more time. Forwards, backwards. Jump it over to the other hand. We'll do the same. We go forwards, taking the information from the top, backwards. Jump it back over. Okay, this time we're going to go round in a circle. So we turn around, letting the stick lean slightly the way you want it to go. And then I'm going to go backwards, just the same. We can jump it over to the other hand, and we do the same thing. We go round, and then we can go back again. Okay, this time I'll jump it over to the first hand, and we can also go sideways. We can just jump a little bit to the side. Now I've got eye to hand to foot. When we start bringing the legs in, we get eye to hand to foot coordination. Okay, another little exercise is moving your foot forward and back like this and still balancing the stick. Again, I put it over onto the other hand. I do the same. Gosh. Okay, next one, I jump it over. And I'm going to exercise the peripheral vision. So far I've been looking to get information in my focus, right at the front here. So I'm still looking at the blue top, but I put it right into my peripheral vision. And I'm looking straight at the camera, and I'm trying to get it as far as I can into the corner. And I'm really training the peripheral now to keep getting the information so I can keep it balanced. But I'm looking at the camera. This is great for the peripheral. There are not many peripheral vision exercises, and this is a good one. You'll see those mawashi geris coming in no time if you do this exercise. Okay, when people get hit with a mawashigeri and they say, I didn't see that coming. No, you didn't, because you probably never practiced your peripheral training. Okay, so I jump it over, do the same on the other side, put it into the peripheral, and I look at the camera. Gosh. Focused on the camera, but I'm also sharing my energy into the peripheral. And I'm not blinking. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not blinking. That's another exercise. Your eye is a muscle, and you only have to wipe it now and again. You can get eye strain, you can get muscle strain from overworking it, but it does need working. So sometimes try not to blink. Okay, just now and again you can wipe them over and try and keep your eyes open. So over we go again. Now you can push your finger on the end and push this in a straight line to the top and then bring it back down. Okay? This puts you on a different perspective of balance, and it's very good for you. Straight up to the ceiling, straight back down. Jump it over, we do the same with the other hand, straight up to the ceiling, and straight back down. Straight up to the ceiling, and straight back down. Gosh, now what we can do with these is also learn a little bit of timing for catching. Some people get a hammer and they throw it, don't they? It's all in your wrist. Just keep twisting the wrist and the blue foam will come back towards me every time. I only just have to open the hand and it will come back. It's all in the wrist. If it's in the arm, I'm not going to catch it because the arm's moving forward and back. I keep it out there and I'm just throwing with the wrist and it's coming back like this. Okay, we can go to the other hand, do the same, get it very fluid, keep going round and round like this, and then we can go from one to another, just like this. Okay, and same, now we've got eye to hand, but how about eye to hand to foot? I can walk forward, I can walk back, I can turn in a circle, just throwing the stick the way you're going. Okay, I can go with the feet, forward and back, same thing like this. And I can go side to side, catching every time I go side to side. It's a little bit like nunchuck training, but it's what we need, eye to hand to foot. Okay, there's one more exercise, and I've saved this till the last because it's a little bit more difficult. Now, I won't be performing this because I'm waiting for some knee replacement surgery. So I can't perform this one as you'll see what happens. But Dwayne's here and he's going to try and perform this one for me. Okay, and what he's going to do is he's going to balance the stick, just as we did before, and he's going to sit down very slowly, taking his time. He's going to sit down onto the floor. He's nice and relaxed down there. He stays there for a little while, keeps the balance. And now he's going to get up. And what most people do is they go too fast. They think, oh, I'll get up quick and it'll be over with. Go slow. Think of your breathing. And he's going to come up to his feet. And there you have it. Gosh. And then you try that on the other hand, of course. Try it, you'll like it. It really does some good stuff for you. Us.